pre-releases dividing fandoms, yet another boy love drama enters the fray, and Cortis has to do their own crowd control. I'm your host, Annie Oakley, and I'll tell you all about that and more this week in K-pop. A fairly divisive set of new releases this week, and a reminder to stay tuned till the end to hear my top pick. First up, we have Billy with Zap, and I was simply not a fan of this. Compared to the pre-release work, I think this feels more like the Billy that I'm used to, which is to say that there's just something in the song that loses me along the way. Kira's also returned with Ta-Ta. No more country vibe, but I like it. It's very catchy. Minus points for the AI animals, though. The puppy in particular was genuinely unsettling. SNSD Tiffany released Summer's Not Over. I want to like this song, but it feels very dated, as if it were plucked from the 2010s. And visually, everything was okay until we got to the feet shots, especially because she's clearly a mermaid. Why are we spending so much time looking at her toes? Anderson .Paak reunited with Dean for Aftertaste, which is a good song. It's included in the K-pop soundtrack, which I thought was interesting, until finding out that the movie is PG-13, which makes this definitely not PG song make more sense. Boy group IOI made their debut with Rush Rush, and if you told me that Bumzu worked on this song, I'd believe you, because this sounds exactly like a TWS hit. NMIXX released their 5th EP, Heavy Serenade, on the 11th. Now, I personally prefer their previous release, Blue Valentine, to this one, but it is good. Aespa dropped the pre-release titled WDA, or Whole Different Animal, and I like this, but apparently I'm in the minority for that. But that's okay, because it's better to have a disliked pre-release than a pre-release that people like more than the title. Rain has returned to music with Feel It, and I know people love to hate on him for whatever reason, but he never disappoints. This man loves to sing and dance, and we love to watch him do it. Girl group Hype Princess, the finalist from the show Unpretty Rap Star, Hip Hop Princess, dropped a pre-release Stolen before their official debut later in the month, and it's official. I Am rap-focused group out. This is indistinguishable from their seniors in every way. Again this week, ATEEZ's Mingi dropped another track from his Fix-Off series titled Dinero, this time with a music video. Once again taking shots at a certain copying company. Talk yo shit, Mingi. Longshot and their boss, Jay Park, dropped For Show, which is a fine song, but laden with contradictions. I know Jay wants to believe that he's really hood. He's not. As such, he's leading these boys under false pretenses, so the concept of them being authentic while wearing big chains and such is laughable. Unite released Pose, and the music video is so fun. I think the challenge has some real potential to take off too. Crazy Angel had their first ever comeback with Picasso, which is certainly a song of all time. The chorus is a letdown for what feels like an okay song that could have been good. And last but not least, Jerpin's first subunit, Cha Dong-hyup, released Dugan Day, which sounds exactly like it should. Light, fun, pop to appeal to teens. I.O.I is releasing WXW, or Wish with W, for their debut anniversary, and it's not a ballad, but it does sound like a song for the fans more than a proper comeback. GOT7's Jin Young is having a solo comeback with Everlove. Our boy looks so damn happy in the teasers, I can almost overlook the office setting for the music video. Almost. ITZY will return with Motto on the 18th. Now, their music is pretty hit or miss for me, so I don't really have too many predictions here. I would be okay if it sounded more like Tunnel Vision, but I'm aware that I'm in the minority for that. The remaining members of Zero Base One are having a comeback with Ascend and the title track, Top 5. The boys really have been chugging along business as usual, so I'm going to assume this will also be the usual ZB1 sound. Taeyong of Big Bang will be back on the 18th with an album titled Quintessence. His label released the track listing for the album to reveal that All Day Project's Tarzan will be featured. Joining him is NCT's leader Taeyong with his first full album, Wild. The performance video for Storm was released already, and I wasn't too crazy about it, so it'll be interesting to see if the rest of the album is more like that or rock solid that he released last week. The day after that, I.O.I is returning to commemorate their 10th debut anniversary. They will be holding several concerts in Seoul after the release as well. Also on the 19th, we'll have Xikers back with their 7th mini album, Route Zero, The Aura. Some members debuted new hair colors, and the roadies on my timeline were losing it. Safe to say the anticipation is high. Astro's Yoon San-ha is releasing his 3rd mini album, No Reason, with the title track IDK Me on the 20th. Next up, we'll have Monsta X's first official subunit, Shonu and Hyungwon, releasing an EP titled Love Me on the 21st. The teasers are so angsty, but oddly very fitting. Oh My Girl's Hyojung is having her first solo comeback that day. The digital single Purple Note will consist of 2 actual songs and the instrumental version of the title track. Le Seraphim will be back with their 2nd full album, Pure Flow Part 1, on the 22nd. The title track name is Boom Pala, which I don't want to assume that this song will sound like Blackpink's Boom Baya, but I would be severely shocked if it didn't. Actor An Hyo-sup is releasing a single with Khalid titled Something Special. Maybe after the release we'll get some info on how they know each other. Boyfriend is releasing their 15th anniversary mini album, Voyager 6, on the 26th. This is another group that's mainly active in Japan due to being more popular there, so it looks like it'll be in Japanese. The former members of Zero Base One, plus former Even member Yoo Seung-un, will be re-debuting as a whole unit and double on the 26th with Sequence 01 Curiosity. Now, I've seen, I think, 3 different spellings for their names, and just like Idol, I'm gonna need them to choose one and stick with it. Alpha Drive 1 is releasing a prologue single, No School Tomorrow, on the 26th, following the release of their song Freak Alarm in January. XLOV has teased their new album cover before announcing the comeback titled I God on the 27th. Now that some teasers have dropped, I am so hyped for this. They look so good. I have to believe it's going to be amazing. IDID will return with Fly on that day as well. Again, with their teasers, we're getting a lot of nostalgic 90s filming vibes that I would like to see carried into the music video as well. Hype Princess will have their official debut simultaneously in South Korea and Japan on the 27th with the album 17.7. Heart of Woman is debuting on the 28th with Heartbite Legacy, and I'm already disinterested in this group because they are yet another rap group. Aespa will be back at the end of the month with their 2nd album, Lemonade. They are also going on tour at the end of the summer, and tickets are already on sale. And last but not least, Queen's Eye will have a comeback at some point this month. Still no new info on that, but we've got about half the month ahead of us, so there's plenty of time. A little bit of a slow month for roles, but not for BL dramas. Plave is hitting theaters with the movie version of their tour, Dash Quantum Leap. Showings start next month, but the tickets are on sale today, so check out the location info on their site, plaveincinemas.com. Back to the BLs, 2PM member Taekyeon is playing Johan in the Japanese drama Soulmate. Fun fact, he also allegedly got married this year. VIX's leader N, also known as Cha Ha-kyun, is starring in the BL drama Absolute Value of Romance as Gao Soo. This is not a serious drama, which doesn't surprise me at all since it's on Amazon Prime. And Love Class 3 is the latest BL releasing. The cast includes Ghost Nine's Lee Woo-jin and Waker's Sabiel in starring roles. Episodes start airing on the 28th. Getting out to see the fans before the weather gets too unbearable, Eves has made it stateside, and again, I won't be able to catch this show, but if she's close enough, y'all definitely should. Ampersand-ONE is having a show at the Mall of America in Minneapolis on the 16th. No tickets required, so go see them. However, if you would like to pay for their services, they are on tour at the moment in the US. One Pact is heading to the EU for their Outshine tour starting in London on the 18th. Close Your Eyes will be doing a 3-show stint in Canada for their Beyond Your Eyes tour starting on the 22nd. And New Era will start their Catch the Wave tour in Berlin on the 27th. Now, I see a lot of complaints about idols skipping Europe, but I'm telling y'all, go see the idols that do come and more will follow. First up for our news section, boy group Cordis had to pause their showcase for the latest comeback due to unruly fans. This is apparently far from the first time their fans have gotten out of control in this way, and I hate to say it, but I doubt this will be the last. Day 6's One Peel stepped out from behind the piano to dance for his song Hold My Love to the absolute shock and delight of My Day. He sounded amazing, showcasing just how much work he put in being able to sing while dancing, a skill not previously thought to be in his wheelhouse. HO Entertainment announced Project Nugu, which will have various artists release music anonymously in the hopes to gain success through focusing solely on the music. This is the third such project with that focus on Nugu artists after Sofa and Hid, and I think it'd be even better if these companies pooled their money and worked together to support these lesser known artists. And that's it for This Week in K-Pop. My top pick of the week is none other than Kira's Tata. It's such a fun song and the choreography matches the vibe well. Let me know what your favorite release was this week in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next week. Peace.